to us wherever you are checking us out at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, did we just go live now?
I think we might have just went live right now. So yo, welcome to Beers and Bars.
Your place for rapid fire hip hop discussion, and of course, great beer.
I am Kamal Kiddo.
OT the Golden Child. Thank y'all for checking out our last episode. Once again, Beer and Rap Podcast. If this is your first time checking us out, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you are a long time listener, thank you as well. Regardless, make sure you're subscribed to wherever you're listening at, wherever you are watching at. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you are hearing this, you may understand or you may hear us delve off into some comments and whatnot because we are once again going live.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we be talking to people if they chat, tap in and whatnot. But yeah, man, come on, what we doing this week? What we got for episode 250?
250. 250.
I like that.
We made it to 250 episodes, man. We've been doing this since 2016. 250 episodes. And it's only right that we talk about man, what are we talking about? We already know the big one. We talking about Drake's Honestly Nevermind. We're gonna be talking about our experience with that album, as well as another topic. What are we talking about? I don't know why I don't have the line between Wack and This Ain't For Me. Where do we draw that line? What is it? How can we call something? What's the criteria for Wack and how can you just say, maybe you can just say it's not for me. That's what we're talking about today. But before we get into that, what are we drinking?
Well, first of all, let's do this. We got a couple things to acknowledge real quick. First of all, it is the third annual celebration of Juneteenth. As far as
yes, you're right.
I think it's the third or second federally, meaning that I am off today because this is a federally recognized holiday.
I feel like, well, when was George Floyd? That was
2020. It was whatever year they kneel with that kente cloth on.
So that means Juneteenth became a holiday the following year.
Yeah.
Which means last year. So this is the second Juneteenth.
Okay. We could be well, yeah. Either way,
I'm pretty sure.
Celebrating the emancipation of slaves in the country officially, because we had already got that done in 1863, but Texas is like, hold on, they still had some trapped folks down there. So June 19th, 1865, the longest celebrated African American holiday in the country. So I got my Black King shirt on. Shout out my sis Ginger.
You know what? That's real positive, man. That's real positive. I am going to say, first of all, that the opinions of the hosts solely represent themselves, meaning what I say represents myself. But I'm not a big fan of, I think it's very important to know that history, but to make it a holiday, where it's celebrated the way it is odd to me,
For sure.
It's
I have songs about these things, right? Yeah. Y'all hear that at some point.
To know that it's been commercialized, and it's been here for years. I mean, it's been a thing for years.
Correct.
But to quickly make it the decision to quickly make it a holiday, and now there's like there's a section in Party City of Juneteenth decorations.
Yeah.
I think that's very odd. I don't know the word to put on it, but
capitalism.
I'm not. There you go.
What's popping?
There you go.
There you go. Anything that can be profitized and capitalized off of, this is the West and will be done so. So we need to make sure that, because I had the same feelings, man, and I said, you know what, let me chill, because I know what I can do with this. I know that I can just be like, fuck all this, because I do have my skepticism and I can become very cynical. I say, you know what, I'm in 2020 when they first announced it and whatnot, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just make sure my kids know what the day is about. And if we choose to celebrate it, we're going to celebrate it. But I'm not going, because as you're saying right now, it is going to continue to grow and possibly, yeah, it's weird. It is. Excuse my
skepticism. Wearing like freed slave shirts and stuff like that. Like, how crazy could this go? You know what I'm saying?
Where's the line?
I mean, but hey, you know, Taco Tuesday is still Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? We gonna celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Hey, so what we drinking today?
Also, big happy Father's Day. Father's Day was
happy Father's Day. Oh,
yeah.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
So listen here, let me tell you this story, man. I keep patroning these people, man. Ike and Oak Brewery, man, out in Woodbridge, man. I really love that brewery from the standpoint of the beer. But yesterday we went in there and ate because we had heard they got good food. They out in Woodbridge, Illinois. Man, look here. My wife loved her chicken and waffles. It was a brunch situation. We was on a patio. I loved my beer battered chicken sandwich that had all the nice trimmings and whatnot. Shout out Sparks. My kids loved a pizza. It was great. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. This was so fire. They was giving out free crowlers to all fathers. Every father left that boy with a free crowler with a Happy Father's Day on it of their Gold Hill Coach coming in at 5.1%. So
very nice.
Big shout out to Ike and Oak for putting it down for the fathers, man, and letting all the fathers lead that boy with a free crowler out that boy. So
yo, that's what's up, man.
That's positive,
man. Let's see that pour, man. I don't know, I might get crazy on the pour game.
Oh, it's all good, man. I mean, it's a big ass beer, right? I'm pouring a crowler. This is 32 ounces.
Number one dad. Very nice.
Shout out my niece Shauna for this wonderful beer mug that she got me yesterday. So yeah, man, that's a Coach, man, which is a ale. It's probably one of the more lighter ales, probably the lightest ale from the standpoint of just you can see there all the way through the glass. And it's a very, very light. It's from the standpoint of the ABV. You know, it's only 5.1. They typically are around high 4s, low 5s. So drinking a nice, crisp Coach ale on this 95-degree day. So cheers. Yeah.
Cheers. Yes. So I'm having one that I've had before on the show. This Pipeworks Horchata Ale. I'm having the Horchata Ale. You know what I'm saying? It's ale with rice, lactose. If you ever had horchata.
Yeah.
Ale with rice, lactose, vanilla, and cinnamon. Very, very saucy, very spicy. You know, it's got spices popping off.
Yeah.
I'm doing it specifically in honor of the spicy titled, honestly, Nevermind.
Yeah.
In honor of Drake's new album.
Yeah.
Little spicy. But yeah, this is from Pipeworks. This is, what is the ABV on this situation?
You didn't know that by heart by now, my guy.
I know, right? This is 7%. So, you know, a young ale with rice, you know, like some spicy type stuff, man.
Yeah.
Not a regular ale.
Okay.
But yeah, you know. But yeah, let's get into it though, man.
Let's get right into it, man. So on Thursday night, Champagne Poppy himself, Mr. Aubrey Graham, decided to tell the world that he was dropping an album. The album was going to be called, honestly, Nevermind. Last album that he dropped was last year, Certified Lover Boy, you know, with all the pregnant emojis and whatnot on it.
Yeah.
So we finna get new Drake. It's the summertime. We finna get new Drake. Let's go, right? Everybody press play on the album. Press play on the album, whether you press play that night or you press play in the morning. Yeah. And after like the 5th song, it was like, all right, what is happening here?
Right.
But let me start this way. First of all, I'm a fan of Drake. Drake is, you know, honestly the biggest artist in the game, possibly right now, streaming wise, internationally. He does numbers, does very well.
He's a big artist.
Album dropped. I listened to it. I think in the afternoon, I was on my way to get some food because we was about to grill at my pop's crib, and I was feeling the album out the gate. I was feeling the album. Not gonna lie, you up top right now. I was feeling the album because I've become somewhat. I've always been open to different kinds of music, but I've definitely become a super fan of electronic, dance, all that kind of stuff within the past couple years, probably. You know, Sparks watching right now. He knows. Been really, really big on his Swedish House Mafia album this year, which was a dance album. early in the year. Bonobo dropped the album, which is an electronic album, similar similar vibes on the album. So yeah, man, I liked the album when I heard it because I'm a big fan of dance. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. What is that right there? Something is ringing.
Oh yeah, that's, you know what? They blowing up a blow-up bed. they about to have a little like slumber situation upstairs. So yeah, man, that's me.
It's all good. It's all good. It's
live. Hey man, we live right now, man. You know, that's the perils of being in the crib, man. You know what I'm saying? Kids running around doing what they do. You know,
it's all good.
We're live right now, man. You know,
I just didn't know. Look, so I like the album out the gate, man. And I went to social media and I saw a lot of people not liking the album and making comments about the album, and I was like, you know, I'll leave it there because I'll come back to some commentary. I'll leave it there. I'm not gonna go in yet. You go.
Tell us your journey, man. You want to tell us your journey?
Sure. So here's my problem with a lot of, and this will kind of go into our second topic about, you know, the line between it not being for me and being a hater. A lot of y'all don't like dance. You don't like dance. You don't like dance at all. You don't really be into EDM or none of that kind of music, right? And a lot of people are trying to objectively judge an album that they thought was going to be rap, but it wasn't rap. It was something that they didn't expect it to be. And I think a lot of people are saying this album is really not that good, when really the commentary from them kind of people probably is, you know, I'm just not really into this kind of music or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not saying that some people can't objectively judge an album, because there are some people who really do like house, dance, EDM, dance hall, all these parallels that kind of run on the same track, right? You get somewhere up in the 140 BPM mark, and then it all starts to sound the same. You know, Afrobeat is in that same wave, right? So if you like this type of music and you don't like this album, that's fine. But I feel like a lot of people don't even really respect or understand this type of genre to not like it. You know what I'm saying? So that's been my commentary on the album. So I don't know. You still out the game right now?
I mean, it's action upstairs, but I'm gonna go ahead because you know what I'm saying.
Do you think? Bring yourself up. Bring yourself up. Yeah.
So yeah. So my journey is basically the same as yours. I'm gonna try not to take too long with this, but I heard it and I'm like, you know, I press play at like 11 o'clock the night before that Friday, you know, and so I see it's honestly Nevermind, and it instantly gave me I liked the cover. It was all like, you know, it reminded me of the Dark Crystal, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all eerie looking. I dug it. It gave me, from the title, it gave me if you're reading this, it's too late vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, he got a surprise joint, you know. If you're reading this was a surprise album. So I'm thinking like, yo, he about to go in. He going crazy. Oh, and it starts with, you know, this, you know, falling back. I'm like, okay, yeah. All right, no problem. And then the next song is that. And I'm like, word, he gave us a dance album. And then I'm listening to it. I'm like, wow, yo. This guy, Drake, man, he tag on to a sound. He's had some success. So he's had some success with a sound. And so now I'm just telling you how I initially thought.
Go ahead.
He having success with a sound, man. This sound like a gimmick, G. Just like, okay, your controller did numbers. Mm-hmm. The joints on More Life, okay, they did numbers. You know what I'm saying? All right, you like that sound, you play with that sound a little bit, but dang, G, you just going. It almost feel like a money grab. You just going for the dance wave, G. You are like, what is this, G?
Right.
And so, you know, I'm not really checking for it. Like, man, this guy's one note. He's done this. He's done songs like this. So why don't I just do a whole album full of single dance type joints. I'm like, man, I'm not checking for this, man. And the day goes on Friday. I'm with the kids out of school. We went to the park. We playing football. Carter hurt his hand on the basketball court.
Ooh.
He upset. He had to go sit down for a minute. You want to play football? He just upset. He go sit down for a minute. All while doing this, right? I got the album on. It's the soundtrack of the day. It's in my pocket, right? It's playing off my phone in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? We over here dancing a little bit while we playing football. You know what I'm saying? Carter go to the playground. I'm got to check to see if he all right. The dog is with us running around. You know what I'm saying? It's all this happening all day long.
Right.
We get back to the house. We eating lunch. It's on. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to it all day. You know what? This is a bop.
It's a bop.
This got some bops on it right now.
It's a vibe, G.
It's a vibe right now. I could throw this on. It's a little vibe.
In the background.
You know, we got the Instagram joint and the chat group. And, you know, they saying that, you know, they put the clip in there of Drake saying how it's okay if you don't get it. You'll catch up. I'm like, man, whatever at the time.
Right.
But then it's like, bruh, nah, I get it now.
Yeah.
It sounds like a playlist. Every time I put it on, and I played it today. I played it yesterday. I've been playing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a vibe. It's some songs that I like more than others.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But there's some areas that I don't necessarily like, you know what I'm saying? And I'll start with the song that I do like. I actually like, to be honest, when I first heard Falling Back, which I like, you know what I'm saying? I like even how it come in from the intro. I don't skip the intro.
Right.
I don't skip the intro. And it's only 37 seconds. But I like how it dropped.
Right.
And then I got to be honest. I'm hearing him singing at the end of Falling Back. I'm like, man, you killing me. The first time I heard it, I'm like, you killing me. Every time after that I've heard it, I'm like, you kind of killing me, but I like this song. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's Go Green, I'm checking for.
Yeah.
I'm checking for that joint. Currents has grown on me, but A Keeper is my joint. I could do without calling my name. But Sticky into now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sticky, and then he could have kept that. He could have kind of moved it in a little better. But Massive is a banger.
Massive is the one.
Into Flights Booked.
Yeah.
Flights Booked is one of my favorite joints off the album. For me, it's Flights Booked and Liability, actually, G.
Okay.
Liability is I'm a fan of like Party Next Door. I'm a fan of Dream.
Yes.
That's what that sound like.
Yeah.
That slow down. Woo, that go crazy.
Yeah.
That goes bruh. And just listening to, like, I'm not a big fan of Downhill, but I am a fan of Overdrive. I like Overdrive. But let me go back real quick. Falling Back, Let's Go Green, A Keeper, Sticky, Massive, Flights Booked. God, dog. Overdrive, Sticky, Massive, Flights Booked, Overdrive. Come on. He got a playlist in here.
Yeah.
It moves well. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the end song, 21 got off.
Yeah, 21 got off. 21 shine.
Got off.
Yeah.
21 got off. And it's like the reverse of a party. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a banging party, right? And then they play the slow jams at the end. But this is dance all day, right? And then at the end, this rap song
comes out of nowhere, right?
With 21 Savage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like the album.
Yeah.
It's a good album. But like you said, I'm going to agree with you. And like you said, you know, there is a fine line between whack and it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm the type of cat that be like, you know what? This really not for me. It's albums out there that everybody, you know what I'm saying, that everybody check for. You know what I'm saying? And or that not many people check for, but to that person, it might be really good.
Yeah.
But it's not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People don't like Playboy Cardi. You know what I'm saying? I like Red. I like Whole Lot of Red. That actually, you know what I'm saying? I check for Playboy Cardi. My point is, this is not a rap album.
Yeah.
And rap fans are commenting on the album. Rap fans,
right,
want rap.
Right. Yeah.
We don't know what other genres they listen to.
Yeah.
But to call it whack is dismissive.
Well, okay,
I've been saying that for a long time.
And that's the thing, right? As I polled social media, and this was my point with the second topic, and I'm gonna give a couple of my favorite joints, then we can kind of transition to that.
True that.
I know it's people I can't send Swedish House Mafia to. I can't send you this. You'll be like, OT, why is you sending me this techno? And it ain't techno. Because you hear something that's 140 BPMs and you think it's techno, but it ain't techno. Like the 100 ain't the 200, it ain't the 400-yard dash, but they all sprints. But it's different ways to that they run the race and whatnot. That's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is that it's some similarities, but it's different. It's a lot of people who I know just don't. I know I'm looking like, gee, I cannot send you any dance music, but you talking about this album. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me just, and I'll come back there. But let me just talk about what I like, man, on the album, because I do like the album. My favorite song right now is probably A Keeper. Well, okay, favorite songs: A Keeper, Calling My Name. I like, man. I like the one with the is that A Keeper or Calling My Name?
No, that's. I feel like that's Currents.
Currents is great as well.
I feel like that's Currents, man.
Massive is Massive. Massive could be on a Bonobo or a Swedish House Mafia type album, 100%. Swedish House Mafia has Weeknd on their album. They should have had Drake on the album. And then Tie That Binds, man, bruh. It's a acoustic guitar solo for like a minute and a half during the middle, right? And I'll end here. To me, which is, to people who don't like this, or people who this is not their kind of music. It's, for me, dance is a vibe. Is dance, like, it's hard not to dance. You put it on. Me and my wife, shout out my wife. I don't know if she watching or whatever, but we on the balcony and we not really checking for nothing except the conversation that's happening. But we need a background for this time right now where the drinks is happening. Kendrick Lamar's album is the best album of the year. Ooh. I'm not throwing Kendrick on a balcony.
Facts.
I don't want to hear Therapy. I love Kendrick, but at that time, and I put it on sometimes, but that ain't the vibe for 80 degrees at 8 o'clock as the sun sets.
My auntie's a man now.
I don't want my auntie's a man now. At that time of the night. I want some background music. So that's what this is. But let's go to the second topic and we'll end out. It's not going to be a long show. The line between it's something being whack and not being for me. Come on, I'll pitch you a question. What do you feel about drill? What do you feel about drill music?
I'm not a fan of drill.
Is it whack?
I mean, I wouldn't know, man. I don't really listen to it. But you're asking an older gentleman who listens to a lot of different types of music. I listen to a lot of different types of music. To be fair,
bring yourself up.
So I listen to rap, but I also have other interests. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out here only listening to bars, or beats. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
But,
bring yourself up. Bring yourself on the camera.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so
it was a baiting question though, because I knew how you would answer it.
Yes,
and I knew you would, which is the point. Of course,
the thing is, like, I hear influence from other artists in this music. You know what I'm saying? I it's a fun album to me. After listening to it, like I went into it wanting and expecting a rap album.
Mm-hmm.
I expected a rap album. But Drake is so interesting to me. Like, he's an artist that a lot of his, rap, like he raps and he sings, right? And rap is a very competitive sport where many of his content, rap-wise, is about aggression, is about him and his team and them demolishing any other team or somebody getting at him sneakily, and very like revenge rap almost.
Yeah, for sure.
Revenge rap.
Yeah.
Getting back at the people that got at him, or you know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, when he do a song, he's very vulnerable with the women. So he's plays in both fields.
Yeah.
He has a very strong interest in dance music, and it's been shown throughout his career.
Views is like 40% dance in some form. A lot of
Controller did numbers, you know what I'm saying?
Baby.
The vibe, I like your style. Gee, the vibe of
Blim, Medita Redeem.
Yeah. But he had a whole section on that playlist.
Yeah.
On More Life. He had a whole section, right? So this is not foreign. This is not, out of nowhere.
Yeah, for sure.
But people know him to be a rapper. And as a rap fan, you're turned off by the fact that he came with this dance joint. But you got to be able to let an artist be an artist. Like, at the end of all of this, he's still a person and an artist with interest. He probably had this in the stash for a long time.
I am
probably been wanted to put something like this out.
I'm pretty certain. Yeah.
Like, songs is going into each other and it's a vibe. These songs will live forever on dance charts. These songs can play. There are no dates on them. It's not dated. These songs will play 20 years from now in the club. You can easily mix these in with other songs. Yeah. You can make remixes of these songs. You can sample these songs, and like the beat, like it works so well. It's gonna make, like, somebody off his team made a tweet saying like he about to change the landscape of dance. Now, I was still on my early list, and I'm like, man, what?
I don't know about that, but
and I still disagree with that.
I disagree.
But at the same time, a lot of these songs will live in the club internationally, G. In dance clubs, they will live there. Watch what I say.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm feeling like this might be one of his biggest commercial albums.
Listen,
it's primed for the club.
Listen,
it's primed for that.
Two things. First of all, when I was at the brewery on the patio, they played Massive. Massive came on. Now, listen here. Listen, I'm in the burbs. This is Woodbridge, okay? This is, and I'm not gonna go there, but like, I'm used to this. I'm used to me going somewhere, or me and my family going somewhere, and it's us, right? Like, it's right. Just us. So, but regardless, Massive is playing. I'm just like, dang, G. Now, granted, they cut it off after like 30, 40, whatever. I don't know. Somebody probably was like, what's going on? What is this? And they went to the next song because they were trying to play some Will Smith, summer, whatever the hell they was doing. And it don't matter. But second point, my niece said something that was a little dismissive, but at the same time, I'm like, She was like, you playing this Drake? Because I was playing it a little bit at our little barbecue. She's like, turn this TikTok music off. This is TikTok music.
He about to do numbers. So
let's wrap up some. So look, here's the reason why I wanted to have that second point, man, is because
wait,
go ahead.
Let me say one more thing.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up, I had this note and I want to get it off real quick. There is Kanye influence on at least one song. I'm gonna say I thought Kanye might have wrote it. I want to say it's the beginning of Tie That Binds, and I'm gonna say that only because the melody sounded similar to Ye. We know that Drake is inspired by Ye.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really wanted to put out there.
Oh, I wish.
You know what? This kind of sound like Ye, but I'm let that live there. But I don't think this is no. I did have the comment earlier to you earlier this weekend that this might be his 808s. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a departure.
Remember that album and how people didn't like it, except for Super Duper Ye fans, which I loved.
I liked it. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I take that back though. I don't make that a comment that I have said, because what Ye did was unlike anything he had done before. He was playing with new sounds. He was trying something new that wasn't him, that most people knew him for.
Yeah.
We've seen this from Drake. This is very on brand for Drake.
It really is.
I can't say this is a departure from what he normally do. You know what I'm saying? We've seen him do this type of music before.
For sure.
But I definitely hear some Ye appreciation in at least one song. And at least one. But you know what I'm saying? What is that? I'm just saying that the man has made an album that, as an artist, he wanted to make. Whereas 808s was an album that he had a vision for and he put out.
Yeah.
And this is the album that he didn't do no press for. He's like, man, you know what? They about to try to play me on, they look, no, we're not doing none of that. Just drop it and let people experience it. We're not gonna build it up with no video or none of that. Just drop it and let the people experience it. Because if I build it up, they're gonna hate on it before they even get a chance to really move.
Yes, and shout out Sparks. Drake is already seems to be mounting up a press run, because he probably knew what was gonna happen. He has shirts like huge fan of your old stuff. If you're reading this, honestly, never mind. Honestly, never mind. Then huge fan of your old stuff, imprinted over the More Life joint. So Drake be knowing, man. Drake be knowing. But shout out to all the artists out there that really want to just do what they want to do, man. And again, I'm speaking on this as a fan of. I'm not capping. I'm not trying to act like I'm different. I'm a weirdo. I love so many. I listen to so much shit. It's my musical palette is ridiculous, man. I like dance. So me hearing this was like, okay, running, lifting, and not caring about something like cleaning up is perfect for dance for me. So I'm rocking, man. So
it's a popping joint to me, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but look, let's do this. We're gonna get up out of here, man. Thank y'all for watching. Let's go ahead and allude a bit to what's happening this week. On the 23rd of June, we will be going live with the homie Dan Bonifero of Lalo Brewery, dope brewery out of Toronto, Illinois. I'm saucy now. Toronto, Canada. We will be doing a midway review joint, man, talking about 2022 so far, including best verse of the year, best track so far, best album so far, who is winning the year so far, rookie of the year so far. So please make sure you tap in.
Yeah.
Let's get the time. Come on, is that 8 p.m. or is it 8:30? Let's check.
I believe we're doing it at 8 p.m. on the dot.
Let me just. I think so as well. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time, yes.
So please tap in.
He's in Toronto. Right?
Yes. And as soon as the episode is done, because we've already created it, there will be a playlist of our favorite songs.
Yes.
Playlist of our favorite songs so far. of the year.
We gotta hone that down a little bit, man. But it's sounding right. It's sounding right.
Come on. We can do what we want to do. That's what we doing, G. Yeah.
Word up.
So yeah, appreciate y'all for checking us out. Beers and Bars. Make sure you subscribe wherever you listening or watching that, and we're gonna get out of here. Come on.
Word up, man.